Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, November 1971. Rode out here on Amtrak train number 40 for the day for a fan trip sponsored by the Pennsylvania Railway Museum Association. It was called the HILLTOP Farewell to signify the last day of trolley operation on 3 of the Pittsburgh city lines. We had some time to spare before the start of the trip, so we walked around and photographed some of the in-service cars on all the lines. Three cars were to be used on our charter, all in the old red and cream color scheme. This car is coming off the Smithfield Street Bridge entering downtown Pittsburgh. The Smithfield Street Bridge spanned the Monongahela River, one of 3 rivers in Pittsburgh. Our charter cars are arriving here for the fan trip pickup. There's one of our charter cars, and away we go. Our 3 charter cars could have each used a coat of paint, but what with the cessation of trolley service on these lines, I guess they were going to become surplus equipment. As usual, we were dropped off at various points to photograph our cars and in-service cars. Some very interesting routes, a lot of twisting and turning. And we also learned why it was called the HILLTOP Farewell. Now we're crossing the Smithfield Street Bridge, entering downtown Pittsburgh. Coming up to the South Hills Tunnel. Each of the 3 routes to cease trolley car operation were traveled twice by our charter cars this day. Traveling along the South Hills Yard. This trip lasted a long time and didn't end till after dark.
The audio that follows is the advertisement that was published for this fan trip. The Pennsylvania Railway Museum Association, operator of Arden Trolley Museum, is very pleased to announce the first trolley fan trip in Pittsburgh in over 3 years. Our Hilltop Farewell trip will be held on Saturday, November 13, 1971, and will mark the final day of rail operation over routes 44 Knoxville, 49 Beats Hoover, and 53 Carrick. An important feature of the day will be the very last ride over Route 44 trackage. We will depart Grant Street and Liberty Avenue in downtown Pittsburgh promptly at 12:15 p.m. to cover each of the 3 lines twice, concluding shortly after 7 p.m. at our point of origin. Equipment will consist of both a city car and an interurban car from the 1945 vintage 1600 series, in the Pittsburgh Railway colors of red and cream. An additional city car can be added if the demand requires it. This may be your last chance to ride these cars, they will be surplus the next day. The fare for this 7-hour excursion, with its generous number of photo stops, is just $6 in advance, $7 on the car the day of the trip, if seats are still available, and advance reservations are strongly recommended. This trip is PRMA's first of the 1970s and is sure to be well attended, so send your reservations now. Good parking facilities are available close to the departure point, and at a number of car stops along the Drake and Library rail lines. We might recommend the free lot maintained by Pat at Castle Shannon, as there is excellent service between Shannon and downtown. Also, for you hungry types, it is suggested that you bring a sandwich, as the tight schedule will not allow a regular meal stop. Last runs after the completion of our trip will be: Route 49, leave 12th Street downtown at 10:10 p.m., leave outer terminus at 10:31 p.m., direct to South Hills Junction. Route 53, leave Liberty Avenue at 10th Street at 2 a.m., leave Brentwood Loop at 2:33 a.m., arrive back downtown at 3 a.m., then deadhead, no passengers, to South Hills Junction. Naturally, it has been necessary to establish a few ground rules for the trip, in the interest of your safety and for the protection of PAT and PRMA. No torpedoes will be permitted, this will be enforced, nor will trespassing on PAT property be allowed.